Now, let us discuss one of the important topic in biochemistry, that is lipid profile test. Under lipid profile test, first topic, that is subtopic, is lipoproteins. Today, let us discuss about these lipoproteins. First of all, how these lipoproteins are formed in our body. Usually, if we take fat in our diet, fat containing food in our diet, now that fat containing diet which is taken by our body will produce lipids in liver and muscles. Once again, how these lipoproteins are found means, whenever the diet which is containing fat is taken by our body, that fat will be converted into lipids in the liver. Now, the lipids which are present or formed in the liver has to transport through to the different parts of our body. That is, it includes transportation. It includes transportation from liver to the other parts of our body. That is, liver to muscles or tissues. From liver to the muscles or tissues. This is about formation of proteins and it is a transportation. If we discuss about the solubility of lipoproteins, these lipoproteins are water insoluble. These are insoluble in water. If it is, and these are insoluble in water. If we discuss about the word lipoproteins, this word lipoproteins consists of two words. Before discussing about the two words, first of all, lipids are produced in our liver. Now, these lipids will be combined with the proteins to unite together to form lipoproteins. If we discuss the word lipoproteins, it consists of two words, that are lipids and other one is proteins. Lipids and proteins. Now, the lipoproteins consist of two words, one is lipids and other one is proteins. If we discuss about the proteins which are present in lipoproteins are called apoproteins. These are apoproteins, and these proteins are of 5 types. Apoprotein A, apoprotein A, apoprotein B, apoprotein C, and apoprotein D, and apoprotein E. These are the 5 different types of apoproteins which are present in lipoproteins. Now, these apoproteins, apoprotein A consists of 3 subunits, that is apoprotein A1, apoprotein A2, and apoprotein A4. These are 3 subunits that are apoprotein 1, apoprotein 2, apoprotein 4. This is about apoprotein A. And if we discuss about apoprotein B, apoprotein B consists of B48 protein and B100 protein. B48 protein and B100 protein. These are the two subunits of apoprotein B. If we discuss about the subunits of apoprotein C, it consists of apoprotein C1, apoprotein C2 and apoprotein C3. These are the three subunits of apoprotein C, that are apoprotein C1, apoprotein C2 and apoprotein C3. And these are apoprotein D and apoprotein E do not contain any subunits. There are no subunits. This is about proteins, that is apoprotein A, apoprotein B, apoprotein C, apoprotein D and apoprotein A, D, E. This apoprotein A consists of 3 subunits, that is 1, 2 and 4. Apoprotein B consists of 2 subunits, that is B48 and B100. Apoprotein C consists of 1, 2, 3 subunits. Apoprotein D and apoprotein E do not consist of any subunits. This is about proteins. And if we discuss about lipids, these lipids are of 2 types. First one is non-polar lipids. And second type of lipids is amphipathic lipids. These are the 2 types. That is, first one is non-polar lipids, second one is amphipathic lipids. These lipoproteins consist of 2 parts. One is lipids and other one is proteins. And these proteins which are attached to the lipids are also called apoproteins. And these are 5 types. And another part is lipids. Lipids are of 2 types. One is non-polar lipids, other one is amphipathic lipids. Now, if we discuss about the structure of lipoprotein, let us consider this is the inner core and this is the inner core, and the layer which is present next to this inner core is called amphipathic layer. This is amphipathic layer and this is inner core layer. Now, if we discuss about the constituents of this lipoproteins, now this amphipathic layer consists of lipids. This amphipathic layer consists of lipids. These lipids consist of 2 parts. One is hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail. Now, between the sides of these lipids, it consists of cholesterol. this is outermost layer, that is amphipathic layer, and in amphipathic layer it consists of lipids and cholesterol. Lipids and cholesterol, and inner side of the core it consists of special structure, that is triacylglycerols. Triacylglycerols. In addition to this, it consists of one more structure, that is cholesterol esters. These special structures are called cholesterol esters. This is a structure of lipoprotein in which the outermost layer is called amphipathic layer and the inner layer is called inner core layer. This amphipathic layer consists of lipids and cholesterol. That lipids are lipid consists of head and tail, whereas this inner layer consists of triacylglycerol and cholesterol esters. These triacylglycerol and cholesterol esters are non-polar lipids. These are non-polar lipids. This is about some introduction of lipoproteins. If we discuss about the classification of lipids, lipids are classified under based on two categories. First one is based on density. Based on density, let us discuss classification of lipoproteins based on density. Let us consider this is a test tube, and the high density lipids which are present, or before discussing about high density, the lipoproteins which is having more density will be accumulated at the bottom of this test tube. This special layer is called free fatty acid layer with albumins. Fatty acid plus albumins. Free fatty acid along with albumins. Now, upper side of this fatty acid plus albumin layer, it consists of high density lipoproteins. High density lipoproteins. These are high density lipoproteins, and upper side of this high density lipoproteins, it consists of low density lipoproteins. low density lipoproteins. Upper side of this low density lipoproteins, it consists of intermediate density lipoproteins. Intermediate density lipoproteins. Intermediate density lipoproteins. Now, upper side of this intermediate lipodensity proteins, it consists of very low density lipoproteins. Very low density lipoproteins, and upper side of this very low density lipoproteins, it consists of chylomicrons. This is about classification of lipoproteins based on density. The high density lipoproteins are accumulated downwards, whereas low density chylomicrons are accumulated on upper side of this lipoproteins. This is about one type of classification. And if we discuss second type of classification, that is based on electrophoresis. It consists of positive end, here it is negative end. At the side of positive end, it consists of high density lipids, whereas at the side of negative end, it consists of low density lipids. LDL and it is HDL. Now, next to this high density lipoproteins, it consists of, this is chylomicrons. Chylomicrons and high density lipids. Now, next to this high density lipid, it consists of low density lipids. And these are also called alpha lipoproteins. Next to this low density lipoprotein, it consists of intermediate density lipoproteins. These are also called pre-beta lipoproteins. Next to this IDL, it consists of very low density lipoproteins. These very low density lipoproteins are also called beta lipoproteins. These are the two classifications. First one is based on density, second one is based on electrophoresis. And if we discuss some characteristics of these lipoproteins, if we discuss about some characteristics of lipoproteins, first one is chylomicrons, next one is very low density lipoproteins, intermediate density lipoproteins, second one, and next one is low density lipoproteins and high density lipoproteins. If we discuss about chylomicrons, the density is very less. First one is density is very less. The density of high density lipoproteins is very much high. This is about density. And second factor is protein percentage. Next one, let us discuss about protein percentage. The protein percentage in chylomicrons is 1%, and the protein percentage is in very low density lipoproteins is 7 to 10%, and the protein percentage in intermediate density lipoproteins is 11%, and the protein percentage in low density lipoproteins is 21%, and the protein percentage in high density lipoproteins is about 30 to 60%. 30 to 60%. This is about protein percentage. And if we discuss about lipid percentage, this is about lipid percentage. In lipid percentage, the chylomicrons consist of 99% of lipids. 99% of lipids, and in very low density lipoproteins, the lipid percentage is about 93%. The lipid percentage in intermediate density lipoproteins is about 89%, and the lipid percentage in low density lipoproteins is about 79%. Now, the lipid percentage in high density lipoproteins is about 40 to 70%. And if we discuss the type of lipids which are present in chylomicrons are triacylglycerols, phospholipids, and cholesterol. These three different types of lipids are present in chylomicrons. In very low density chylomicrons, it consists of cholesterol, and ideally it consists of triacylglycerol and cholesterol, and in low density lipoproteins it consists of triacylglycerol, phospholipids, and in high density cholesterol it consists of phospholipids plus cholesterol. These are some characteristics. And if we discuss about the protein percentage, if we discuss about the type of proteins which are present in chylomicrons, it consists of B48 protein. B48 protein is present in chylomicrons, whereas in very low density lipoproteins it consists of B100. B100 type is present, and along with B100 consists of C, D, E type of proteins. Now, if we consider intermediate density lipoproteins, it consists of apoprotein C, that is 1, 2, and 3. Along with this, it consists of D and E proteins. If we consider low density proteins, it consists of only B100. B100 type of protein is present in low density lipoproteins, and in high density lipoproteins it consists of apoprotein A, that is 1, 2, and 4. Along with this, it consists of D and E. These are the type of proteins which are present in lipoproteins. If we discuss the functions of this type of lipoproteins, these chylomicrons. First one is chylomicrons. The function of this chylomicrons is transport of exogenous triacylglycerol into muscles. Triacylglycerol into muscles, which is exogenous. Transfer of exogenous triacylglycerol into muscle. If we discuss about very low density chylomicrons, that is transport of endogenous triacylglycerol into muscles. That is endogenous. And if we discuss about function of low density lipoproteins, that is low density lipoproteins, it is harmful to our body. It transports cholesterol from liver to muscle. From liver to the muscle. And last one is high density lipoproteins. These high density lipoproteins have reversible functions in which it transfers the triacylglycerol and cholesterol from muscles to liver. These are the some important functions of different types of lipoproteins, and these different types of proteins which are ApoA, ApoB, C, D, and these different types of apoproteins have special function, that is enzyme activators. These 5 different types of apoenzymes will act as enzyme activators. This is some information about lipoproteins.